Welcome to our massive course where we're going to show you everything you need to know about how to create websites using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. My name is Lawrence and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to present this course to you today. I've been a web developer for a number of years and this is where it all begins, using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We're going to first walk you through how the internet works, how DNS, what IP addresses are, and some definitions, because this is important to understanding how websites work and how users interact with your web content. We're also going to be looking at how browsers interpret HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, also different terms like backend and front-end web developers, looking at hosting, FTP, and all of the really good things that you need to know in order to create websites. Also, we're going to be providing some interesting and useful tips and information for developers, including developer tools and resources. And then looking at HTML. So HTML is really the starting point and the foundation for anything online. HTML, hypertext markup language, and understanding the foundations of HTML is crucial to getting started to develop content online. We're going to look at different types of tags, also creating a boilerplate template that you can use within your own web projects. And we've got a number of exercises within this course to get you coding and get you practicing and learning how to use HTML and then of course CSS and JavaScript in the latter part of the course. We're also looking at HTML, how we can format tags, add in attributes, looking for headings, and how content separation works within your HTML structure so that you can create pages better and faster. Also HTML headings, commenting, pre-formatted text, HTML entities like ASC, 2 characters, markup formatting, and a whole lot more. So everything you need to know about HTML is included within this course. Also how to structure and organize content, hyperlinks of course, and images. So images are worth 1,000 words, and including those images within your web page content is really ideal for users because users love images and it can convey a lot of information in a really simple format. Also, how you organize content with ordered lists, unordered lists, and we can nest lists within inside other lists. There's also tables for providing structure and also organizing even more content. And then of course, forms and input forms, input fields. There's a lot of new input fields with HTML5. We are going to be covering all of them so that you can get familiar with them. And when it comes to using them, you're going to know which ones do what and where to apply them and how they work within your HTML page. So there's a lot of content that we're going to be covering, and we're also providing examples, exercises, and best of all, the source code is also included to get you started quickly so you can utilize that source code, add it into your own editor, and try it out for yourself. And this is important because understanding and getting to know HTML, it's important to work with it. Try it out for yourself, experiment a little bit, and get comfortable and familiar with writing HTML code. And once you have HTML down, we're going to introduce CSS. So CSS provides styling for your web pages. It allows you to present the content in different ways, adding colors, backgrounds, also structuring your content. So we're going to develop divs and spans with HTML, and we're going to show you how you can incorporate those using CSS to provide different structure, move elements around, manipulate them, how they look, and how they get presented within your content. Also borders, margins, paddings, the whole box model, text, fonts, how you can introduce different fonts, how you can organize tables and lists. And we're also going to be building out a navigation bar. Every website needs a navigation bar, so this is an important part, and with styling, you can really build out some amazing navigation bars. So we're going to be showing you how to do that in the CSS section of this course. There's also pseudo classes, pseudo elements, and they provide even more functionality. With just CSS and HTML, you can do some really cool things. And then media queries, so that's for responsive websites and being able to resize your content on your web pages. Then JavaScript. So JavaScript provides that interactive, dynamic content that users are expecting within web pages. And with JavaScript, you can do it all. JavaScript is the programming language for front end. It works directly within your browsers, and it gives you the ability to grab elements, manipulate elements, apply logic, hold variables, create functions. And if you're not familiar with all these terms, by the end of this course, you will be, and you're going to have a really good solid understanding of what they all mean and how they all fit together within web pages. We're also going to be looking at arrays, objects, so various containers to hold information within our coding structure, conditionals so that we can apply logic, loops so that we can iterate through multiple values, and also how we can output this content and present it to the web user. And that's where the DOM comes in. That's the document object model. And we've got a whole section on that because that's where the interactive and dynamic content comes in. And that's what really combines JavaScript with your web page content, because when your browser looks at the HTML code, it builds a DOM, so the document object model. And this is an object that JavaScript can access and make use of, and then also update your web page content. So all of this and a whole lot more is coming up in the upcoming lessons. And then at the end of the course, we're also going to be building out a web page from scratch so that you can see everything working together, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript together to build out a single page web page from scratch. So when you're ready, let's jump right in and start coding and developing some amazing things online.